Well, this is a just a follow-up video to an article I wrote for FloridaRambler.com about primitive camping in Florida. I wanted to get away from the sites where you're just crowded in with a bunch of people and you've got your own little 10-foot by 10-foot spot. So I want to go where there's not other people. Today I'm at a site that obviously has benches. It is a primitive site. There's no facilities whatsoever. But it does have a couple benches, so I thought I'd take this opportunity and show you some of the stuff I carry. You can see my little $10 Swiss Army stove that I got, which is great. I've got inside there my little penny stove, the alcohol burner, which is cooking right along. Just having a cup of tea. It comes with this aluminum canteen that a lot of people don't like for whatever reasons. They say they're not happy with the cork, but I think the cork works fine. And on a day like today where it's already about 75, I can boil that cup of water in about 2 minutes, so it goes pretty good. So that's good. Like I said, that was about $1. I just wrapped the handle with some cordage so I don't burn myself, which is great. Just having a cup of tea. You can also buy these packets, these one-shot deals. This is also tea, but this is tea mixed with sugar and milk. But you can get them at most Asian supermarkets that are for coffee. Comes with the sugar and milk, one little packet, all mixed up for a cup. Great, can't go wrong with that. I don't know where I got this bag. I've just had this bag forever. But I got these little expandable bowls. Well, the bowl's great. To be honest with you, I hardly ever use the cup for anything. But the bowl's good. Then I just have the plastic fork and spoon. Pretty much that's all I need. And a little pot cleaner for that. For breakfast today I'm going to have some great instant noodles, which I love, especially when you get up it's a little bit chilly. Comes with your seasonings and all those packets mixed in. One thing I have to do though, is you got to break it up. Because otherwise it doesn't really fit in the bowl. But break it up, pour it in there. Add in the packets. They're great. Just put the lid on it. This is a lid I made just out of a tomato can. I just soldered on a piece of coat hanger. Put some cord on it. Pour the boiling water in there. Put that on there. 3 minutes later, it's perfect. I also make self-serve, well, single-serve packets actually. This is just some instant rice. I put some spices, pepper. I like chili, so I put a lot of chili pepper in there. I'm gonna mix it with this Spam that comes in a packet. Same thing. Boil the water. Pour it in the cup. Wait 5 minutes. It's good to go. Actually, another good thing about this is, I'll just show you. I'll take this off for a second. Is if you do have to simmer stuff, some things actually have to cook a little bit longer, like these. You know, I can get 2 meals out of here, but they do have to cook a little bit longer. You just can't add in boiling water. But in this cup, the cup will fit right on top of that. And it brings it not to a boil, but it keeps it simmering. So that's perfect. You know, I think this deal, this Swiss Army setup for whatever, 10, 12 bucks I bought, it was great. It was great. Another thing I do carry with me is this Eaton radio. For 2 reasons. Number one, it does get the weather, and pretty much no matter where you go, you're going to carry your phone with you. But also, it has a USB charger, so I can plug my phone in, crank it, and it will charge my phone. So it gets the weather, it gets the radio. It does have a solar panel on top. It does have a flashlight. Not very bright, but needless to say, it does work. But most importantly, it will recharge the phone, which is a great invention there. I don't carry any of those big camping knives. I don't really, You know, I don't like to leave any marks, so I'm not going to be carving up a bunch of stuff and leaving it behind with me. You know, when I leave, hopefully when next people come along, they will not see that I've even been there. So I got this Swiss Army knife that my father-in-law gave me years ago, which is great. It's a nice big blade that locks. Also, it has the saw on it, which is razor sharp if you need it for, you know, I don't know, making tent pegs, or to be honest with you, I don't even think I've used the saw edge, but the knife is great. And this was a holster that did not come with it. I found it for something else, but fits this perfectly. And I just have one of those little lights on the end because you never know when you need it. Let's see, and pretty much the last thing really I carry is, this is just a little camp shovel. I think I paid less than $5 for it. Has a compass on the end, which is completely useless. No matter what, you know you're facing north and it tells you you're facing east, so that's useless. But those fold up. Shovel on one side, pick on the other. It's great. Comes in a little bag to carry with you. And like I said, I think it was less than $5. I've had it for a couple of years now. It's great. I did sharpen the edges a little bit because it was dull and it's a little bit hard to use, but besides that, it worked great. So, and that's it. I'm a very low gear guy. I want to carry the least amount of stuff I can to get by. A couple things I don't skimp on is fuel for the penny stove. I bring a big container fuel for the penny stove because I've run out of fuel and it's miserable, especially on a cold day. You want to have some nice hot soup or something. So I would rather have too much fuel than not enough. And sleeping. You know, I'm in that hammock now. You can see back there. Inside I have a, I think I have a 30-degree bag in there. It doesn't get to 30 degrees. I mean, in Florida, I think last night it was maybe 65. But a couple times I have been in places where I've had the 50-degree bag and the temperature was 50 and I was freezing. And after a night or two of that, you just feel terrible all day. So I can always open up the sleeping bag and let the heat out, but you know, when you have to put on all your clothing just to get to a comfortable position that you can sleep, it's a bad way to go. So I don't skimp on a sleeping bag. But most of this other stuff, you know, I mean, the instant noodles, you know, what are you talking, $1 a packet? This whole thing, like I said, less than $15. Here's $1. I made this. Works great. And that's it. And this is, you know, 4 days camping. So, oh, another thing about water, like I said, because I do carry the water in. I don't have one of those water filters. And in Florida right now, it's actually very dry. Most of the holes, you know, the water holes you go to, they're very low. You can get the box wine. Cheap wine's like $13, comes in a box. I'm not really a big wine drinker, but it's okay for cooking. But the bag, the plastic bag that comes in there, you can actually wash it out and refill it with water. And basically it will hold almost 4 liters of water, and it fits perfectly in the bottom of my pack. So that's my backup water. I have this. I also keep a bottle with me, an Nalgene bottle. But when this one and the Nalgene bottle are empty, I pull that out, just open it up, fill them back up, put it back in the pack, and it works great. And it was free. Came with the wine. So, and that's it. Hopefully you'll read the next article or watch the next video, and see you later.